Adonai sifatatita ufia gita gilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagidol Hagibor Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Gunei Halkol, V'Zacher Chazdei Avot V'Imavot, Maybe Yolam V'Bnei Rehem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atarav Le'Oshia, Mechakel Chagim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Nofrim V'Ofei Cholim, Umatir Asarim, Umakayem Emanatoli, Shenei Yafar, Michamocha B'Al Gibberot, Umido Melach, Melech Emit, Umakayem, Umatmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atah L'Tachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol.
Nechadeit et shimcha bo'olam, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, כך כתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה ויאמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך הארץ, כבודו אדיר אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו, הוא ישמיענו, ורחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה.
נדור ואדון נגיד גאוד מלאכה, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושיבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Amen.
Please be seated. For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hands and hearts, we give praise. For the peace within us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For the gift of Shabbat which renews us for life, we offer blessings. Adonai, our God, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayers. Where we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, who alone we serve in reverence. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all and who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you set in place, we are human that you are mindful of us, we mortals that you take note of us. of the vine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. Adonai, our God, how majestic is your name throughout the earth.
Shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Amecha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha. Sim shalom, Tova, Uvracha.
We take a moment now for silent prayer. Feel free to offer the prayer on the screen or the prayer simply in your heart, a true tefillat halev. And also feel free if you would like to share your prayers in the chat or in the comments on Facebook. Take this time though to communicate with God.
Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'asei shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'yemru amen. Ya'asei shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael.
And now we come to our Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our service for the reading of the Torah. It's at this moment when Matthew reads from the Torah, when he says the blessing before and the blessing after, that he officially becomes a bar mitzvah, officially becomes a Jewish adult. This has been in the works. Matthew has spent much time preparing. And I know that his true kavanah, his beautiful intention and spirit will shine through as you have already led us so beautifully in worship this morning. Now it will be our honor for for you to have the honor to lead us in Torah. And in order for Matthew to lead us in Torah, he's also going to receive Torah from his family. Lador, vador, vador, from generation to generation to generation. Matthew will receive the Torah, knowing that he not only will take it from the hands of his father with his mother, but knowing that all the generations before stand with us today. So now let me invite everybody to please stand as I invite Matthew's parents and his brother Eric to join us on the bima so that Matthew may now be able to receive Torah.
Al HaTorah, v'al העבודה
book of Torah in English is Genesis. In Hebrew it is Bereshit, which is also the name of the portion and also the very first word of the Torah, Bereshit. The Torah begins, Bereshit bara Elohim. In the beginning God created. Matthew, though, has chosen to read a section from this portion a little bit further. But I always like to share a story about the first three words. Those first three words, Bereshit bara Elohim. If you take the last letter of each of those words, you get a Tav, an Aleph, and a Mem. If you scramble those words up and put them in a different order, you get the word Emet, which means truth. It is a reminder that sometimes we have to look for the truth, but it's in there. Matthew has found truth. He has found truth in his Jewish faith. He has found truth in the Torah. And now he's going to share that with all of us. Matthew, as you are prepared to read from the Torah this morning, it is my honor to invite you to now stand in front of the Torah. And for the first Aliyah, it is my pleasure to invite up your B'nai Mitzvah tutor, your religious school teacher, Reuven Ostrov. Ya'amod, Reuven ben Shayalev v'mashal alei haTorah.
Hmm.